Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Guitar Center is having a Guitar-A-Thon, and I believe they do this every year. And we are getting some fancy limited edition finishes that many of you may or may not be interested in. We got some Fender, we got a Schecter, we got some Gibson, some Taylor, and we got some limited edition colored amps as well. These are all things that once they're out of production, as per usual, they will go up in price, because they always do, because limited edition colors always go up in price. So if you want to make a quick buck, maybe buy one of these, wait about a year or so, even maybe 6 months. And I'm not sure when they're going to stop making these. Typically, within a year, they're typically gone. But we'll have to wait and see. But let's go ahead and take a look here. So stand out from the crowd with Guitar Center's fresh set of exclusive Fender, Gibson, Taylor, and Schecter guitars. Your next showstopper is here. Bag an exclusive Gibson Les Paul Classic, Fender Player, Stratocaster, Taylor Acoustic, and so much more at Guitar Center. Guitar Center Guitar-A-Thon sale has finally landed, and you know what that means. Mega savings on an expansive range of guitar-related gear. All the big guns represented here. But wait, that's not all. There's also going to be some exclusive finishes on popular models, reimagined with different colors. The exclusive offerings include a Sunburst Taylor 314 CE, GS Mini, a snowy white satin Schecter C1, classic British racing green Fender guitars, basses, and amps, and a kaleidoscope collection of Gibson Les Paul classics. So here is the limited edition Stratocaster here, 22 frets. Do have the tremolo arm. Looks like we have a covered humbucker in the bridge. Maple board, 22 frets. Thank you for the 22 frets, Guitar Center, because everybody knows that I get very annoyed when I don't have at least 22 frets on my guitars. By now you should be all too familiar with the Fender Player series, since they're released guitarists of all levels have been falling for Player Classics' good looks, effortless playability, stellar sound. Now Guitar Center has launched exclusive versions of the Stratocaster, Telecaster, Precision Bass, and Blues Junior amplifier. The limited edition guitars come loaded with insanely popular Seymour Duncan quarter-pounder single coil. So there you go. You're even getting some Seymour Duncans, while also opting for the absolutely gorgeous British racing green finish, which perfectly matches the timeless design of Fender's iconic guitars. Limited edition electric guitars and basses are going to retail for $1,050, and the Blues Junior is going to be $800. Now going on to Gibson here. I like this blue finish. So we have the Gibson Les Paul Classic. So this isn't a standard. This is a classic. It's going to be like a 60s style. Sounds like it. 60s Mojo and contemporary modifications. Really the best of both worlds it comes to, combining the traditional construction, the LP slim taper mahogany neck, vintage voice burst buckers. So standard Gibson. With a quartet of push-pull pots. Okay, there you go for the push-pull fans. Delivers every tone imaginable, from classic rocks, sweet-sounding single-coil sound, so much more. These are going to be a bit more expensive at $2,500. Now, I don't know what a Gibson Les Paul Classic goes for regularly, so let's find out. Gibson Les Paul Classic. Oh, actually, it's the same exact price. So you're getting some fancy options and fancy colors, and the reality of it is it's the same price as a regular one. So you might as well buy the fancy limited edition one if you've been looking at one. Moving on, we have a finish I really, really like, minus the back of it, which I'll show you the back momentarily. A Schecter C1 Platinum Transparent White Satin. I really like this finish. I mean, I'm not a huge satin guy, but satin white seems to be doing the trick for me. So we have heavy metal. British guitars capable of, metal tones. There's EMGs in it. EMG Active 8185. Good standard, EMG set. And this one, $750. So if you want something cheaper than the Fenders and more metally, maybe go for the Schecter. Then we go to the Taylor Special Edition, which is going to be $2,300. I don't know a lot about acoustics. This looks kind of... I was looking at the Last of Us Taylor not that long ago, and this kind of looks similar to that, minus, the fancy finish on the 12th, the fancy inlay on the 12th fret. So it has all the 300 series, brilliant ways to get your hands on an all-solid version without completely blowing your budget. A solid Sitka spruce top, solid Sapel back and sides. Warm and rich Taylor shine. It's equipped with the expression systems to electronics. Okay, so you can plug it in. Then you have the mini, the little fella, little guy here, just a little fella. Slim body delivers a room-filling tone that some larger guitars can only dream of. Special edition features trendy carbon burst finish, so it must be a custom finish here, as well as a solid tops and sides. Again, this is $800, but smaller guitar. Then you have this cool tan on tan. It looks kind of whitish based on this picture, but it might be a little bit different. Both the AC10, AC15 if you're a Vox fan. $649 for the AC10, $899. There's going to be nothing different minus the color. Ultimately, I can check those out too. But let's go ahead and take a look at them a little bit closer. So you got the Telecaster here, got the Fender Player Series here, and then let's take a look at the bass. The bass does also come with Seymour Duncans. So Seymour Duncan quarter pounder P bass. A lot of people do like those pickups. And then we have a cool little Blues 4 limited edition 15-watt 1x12 guitar combo. $800 for a 1x12. I mean, it's a little steep. It is a tube amp, though, so, kind of expected. This I can definitely see going up in value in the future, being a limited edition color with the green Tolex. Let's see. Let's get rid of this bad boy. Let's go on to the Gibsons. Now, far away, that blue finish looks pretty solid, but it's actually transparent. So it is fully transparent. I don't believe we get locking tuners. We'll double check the specs here. Let's add that up. Neck, fingerboard, electronics, proprietary humbucker. Okay, so it's probably some sort of, it's not even, actually that's interesting. They don't even call it a burst bucker. That's very interesting. They're saying it's an ABR. Yeah, Grover Romatic, so nothing too fancy there. And then let's take a look at the green model if it wants to load. Seafoam green. I like the blue better. Not that I'm saying the green's ugly, but I guess it depends on if you want the natural back or not. This model, not doing it much for me. Not a lot of crazy wood grain going on back there. Now we go on to the old Schecter Research C1 Platinum. This is my biggest complaint right here. So the back of it is satin black. I really wished they would have continued the nice white fancy top on the back. Being that, this is white, the headstock face is white, but then for whatever reason they just were like, yeah, let's go with black on the back. The main reason I can see them doing that is it's easier to hide blemishes to a certain extent, I think, in a black finish versus a white finish. Like, you're more prone to seeing blemishes in the white versus the black because it's darker. If I remember correctly, I am definitely not a paint master. But pretty cool guitar right there. It's the standard C1, just a fancy color. Moving on to the Taylor. Ooh, that is pretty. This does not look like a gloss finish to me. This looks like a satin as well. So that's something to keep in mind if you're interested in a gloss finish. I know a lot of people prefer satin finishes on acoustics because, tone wood, obviously. You want the wood to breathe a little bit better, and not having a thick poly finish on your guitar makes sense. So let's see here. We go for some specs. 25.5, 20 frets. Got some ebony on there. Tuning machines, yeah. Comes with a hard case, so pretty neat. And then, what is this? I don't remember clicking on the Fender Umbrella guitars, but there's a nice little bonus for you. Yeah, but there you have it. So if you're interested, definitely pick up one of these limited edition colors. I can see the Gibsons and the Fenders, and probably the Taylor, being that they're limited edition finishes, go up in value. The Schecter, that's a pretty standard price point. On the used market, Schecters definitely are not going for retail pricing or above retail pricing. So if you just like the color, sure, get it. Otherwise, you might be able to find one of those used. But if you're looking for something where you can potentially make money on it in the future, I would say your best bet is go for the Gibson or the Fender. Either or, whatever finish you want. Definitely probably the guitars over the bass for Fender. You know, people are definitely buying more guitars than they are basses. Plus, it's got the Seymour Duncan pickups, so I don't see anybody not being able to get rid of the Telecaster or the Stratocaster for pretty much what they paid for it. Same with the Gibson. Wait on it a couple of years, you'll probably be able to sell it for like $3,000 and make $500. But there you go. There we have it. Guitar Center Guitar-A-Thon, fancy limited edition finishes. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like and comment down below what you want to see for future guitar and music related content. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and as always, have a good one.